Hi, I'm Rashitha, and this is my Create Your Own Superhero class. So imagine this scenario. You're stuck in between two sliding walls that will crush you to your doom, but then a superhero swoops in and saves you. That's what a superhero does, or at least what they're supposed to be doing. So why are we doing this? What is superhero class? Well, you get to make your own diverse superhero, sidekick, and villain. How cool is that? I've wanted to do that ever since I was like 5. I've wanted to be a superhero ever since I was 5. So this is a perfect way. You learn storytelling with your characters, which is important because storytelling is eventually needed when you want to become an artist. It's not only about pretty pictures. And finally, you get to make a game with your characters, which I will elaborate on a bit later. Making your own diverse characters. So So this did get an individual slide because it's pretty essential to make diverse characters. What does diverse mean in this case? Racial, age, gendered, differently abled, body diversity, etc. So your superhero can be inspired from mythological, present, and even futuristic superheroes. Some examples of some diverse characters are Garnet from Steven Universe and America Chavez, who was, I believe, a DC superhero. Storytelling aspect. So think about it. When you ever see a movie or anything, there's usually a protagonist, a sidekick, and a villain or some sort of, or an antagonist, right? So there's always a story with them. So you're creating 3 characters that are basically related. You make this whole story with them, and then you create a game. So as you can see here, this example on the right, it's a beautiful diagram. You can see an example of a game, like a board game, where you roll a dice and you move your little, the little people to one of the squares, and either you go back or you start again or you get power-ups. So this is just a small example of what we would be doing, but we would manually make this with air dry clay and supplies that I would give you. So basically, in this case, my story here is where my character is, they're going through the spooky forest and they're going through the scary river and they finally face the villain. And it's kind of a game of luck where they have to roll the dice and basically defeat the villain so that the villain doesn't steal the crown. So my story here is very simple, right? It's basically the main character and the sidekick, they have to go defeat a bad guy, and if they defeat that, then they save the kingdom, yay. So something as simple as that can be quite helpful. Okay, creating a game. Let's talk about this a bit more. So here's another better example that kids made with paper, kind of a Candyland remix. So you're going to create them with your characters and their superpowers, and the superhero and the sidekick either defeats the villain or the villain defeats the superhero, as I explained in the slide previously. Class process. So this class is 12 weeks and 90 minutes each. It's online, and it's going to be on Saturday, 9:30 a.m., so it is a morning class, but there aren't many materials needed for this class since I will supply all of them, so it'll be an easy, fun class. Creating your superhero. Now, I just want to say one thing, that if any age is really welcome here, 6 to 13-year-old, if it's on the younger side, I will make it easier for them. If they're a bit older, then they can challenge themselves a bit more. So here are some examples of superheroes that people might have created. Maybe a present-day one, a mythical past superhero with healing powers, a futuristic superhero that can fly, or, the standard superheroes we see these days. Creating your sidekicks, here are some more examples, and creating your villain, and some more examples. But yeah, thank you, and I hope you consider joining in this class.